is Shannon. We're dumping our trucks outside and inside. We got one out here. He's dumping. One kind of a neat deal is right there is a reflective strip. And this reader sees that strip, it hits the buzzer and the light flashes so that the truck driver knows when to stop when he's exactly over the pit. So he's not having to stop and look. We kind of watch it that way, and then when we're feeding the conveyor, that's 120 feet, goes up to there. Here's how we know how much to put in the conveyor. I got a gauge here. So the more corn you put in it, the more it presses this thing and it brings it to where the red lines line up. And as long as you don't go past that mark, you're not going to overload the conveyor. Corn's feeding in there pretty nice. Now that goes up to this bin, which is called the north hopper. That north hopper is connected to the same auger as the south hopper, and those are for wet corn. The wet corn goes in there before it gets elevated up to the dryer. We got the old grain setup that Dad built in the 70s. That's dumping corn here as well. It takes 20 minutes to dump a truck, so if we got two of them going, it helps out. So the bin up there is the one where the wet corn goes before it gets to the two grain dryers. I'm only running one dryer right now. Feeds into that, then it gets into the grain leg here, elevated, and goes to one of those big bins. Here's what it looks like. What's coming out of the conveyor, flashing into that, and we just lift this off. Into there before it goes off to the bin. That's all good dry corn now. That's all stuff that we kind of designed on our own. Been tweaking that the last couple of days. So we got all those closed. And Yako, he come in here now and he's just making sure he gets it going to the right bin. He's going to switch it over to south hopper. So what that does is swings the distributor to the next bin that's empty, because the one over the dryer is full now. So here you can see the grain dryer. It's currently is full, so it's not loading, it's enabled. You see that the bottom part is unloading. It tells me that the burner is going, or excuse me, the fan, and the burner is right there, that indicator. So then there's all the different controls and things you can see. He's taking moisture samples. We trace that on our sheet here, so I kind of know if we get into some real wet corn, it might have to go somewhere else, into a different wet holding bin. So we try to keep it all pretty much the same. And once Dad gets here, he likes monkeying around with the cameras. He'll get it set up so I have a camera looking at each one of these that I can watch from my phone. So that's kind of the nickel tour of what we're up to. So hope you enjoy.